Alrighty, hello. Welcome to another week of stuff. Obviously, I'm starting in my house, which I normally don't do. I start in my truck, but I'm starting early because I am about ready to leave. So this week we are going to finish the load that I did last week. So we're going to drop that off. We're actually going to do that right now, and that's why I started this so early. And then tomorrow I'm going to stay the night here at my house, and then tomorrow we're going to pick up a load. We're actually going to do two different pickups, but I'm only going to go show one. But we're doing two different pickups, and we're going to Odessa, Texas. And then I don't have something else after that. I'm going to hopefully find something. If I can get a Texas to Phoenix and then Phoenix to Salt Lake again, that'd be fantastic. That'd be a perfect way to end off our week. We're not going to go for 2 weeks. We're just going to go for 1 week. So it's going to be a shorter video. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Alrighty guys, so as you just saw, just backed into the dock here. Just finishing up this load from last week, and like I said earlier, we have another one tomorrow going from Salt Lake to Odessa, but I don't have a third one yet, and I was hoping that I can get one of a load that I've taken previously, which was from here to Frisco, Texas, but I didn't get to do that. Damn it. But it is what it is, so we're going to get this dropped off, and then tonight I'm going to fill up my truck. I'm going to get it washed, get the inside of the trailer washed out, and then we'll pick up the load tomorrow. So should be super easy, but the next two shots are going to be me going into my yard, and that's about it. And then me wrapping up this portion of this day, so yeah. Alrighty guys, so that's the end of today. It's almost like 11 o'clock at night. I started this at like 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon or at night, and now it's 11, so it's almost 5+ hours later. So I'm gonna get through this super quickly because I need to go home because I need to wake up again in about 7 hours. So one of the things that I found out while I was there, because I didn't read the instructions very well, is that I had to pay a lumper fee, which is ridiculous. It was $300, and there's nothing I could do about it. Luckily, the company, the broker that I'm using, is going to reimburse me for that money. Otherwise, I would have been extremely angry. But yeah, that's what happened. I hate lumpers. They're dumb, makes 0 sense, but it's whatever. So I'm gonna wrap today up, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Alrighty, good morning. So just got to Blue, we're all warmed up, and we're about ready to go get to our first pickup, and then after that we're gonna do a second pickup, and I'm going to film going into each facility, and I'm only gonna film the backing up of the second pickup, so that way we don't have two backups and everything. But yeah, I'm here to get this day started, so let's get on the road. Alrighty guys, so kind of stupid what happened. I literally got here at 11 and I just got loaded up and I'm all done already, and it's 2 and my appointment was initially at 2 and it took them 15 minutes or 12 minutes to load me up. I'm kind of aggravated by this because it's just like, you had me wait literally for almost 3+ hours just so that you could take 12 minutes to load me up. Fucking ridiculous, but it is what it is. I'm loaded up. I'm not getting to where I wanted to tonight because there's just not going to be enough room. So I'm going to go to Cortez like I've done before, and then we're going to stop there, and then we're going to get the rest of the way tomorrow. So that's the plan. But I need to go scale, lock up my trailer, all that fun crap. So let's get on the fucking road. Damn. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, I actually didn't make it to where I wanted to. I wanted to make it to Cortez, and I actually went further than that because when I got to Cortez, which is like 10 miles up the road, there was no parking spots at Cortez, but we've got it to the Ute Travel Center something or other, which should do fine. I wasn't planning on eating anything anyway. I was just going to get some drinks and that's about it. And then, of course, I have to do another regen. That's what you're hearing in the background. But otherwise, I'm going to go inside, get my drinks, and then I'm going to go pee because, of course, I need to pee. I always do. So I'm going to get done with today, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, guys. Good morning. I'm already dressed and everything because I've been up for a little while. Had to wait for the restroom this morning for like 20 minutes, which was fun, but yeah. Otherwise, we're going to, I didn't make it as far as I wanted to yesterday, but we're going to go into Texas today. So, and we will be like down the street from our appointment, and then it'll be fine. Also, another thing is that about this load that I didn't mention yesterday is that for this load I have 4 different BOLs. 4 of them. Because it's 4 parts on one ticket. So there's 1 order, or there's 4 orders on the back of my truck that are going to the same spot from 2 different locations. So dumb. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on the road. Alrighty guys, so we made it to the Loves that I wanted to. We drove about 600 and some odd miles today. It was like 610 or something like that, so kind of a long day, but we did make it exactly where we needed to be, and we are going to be unloading in the morning of all that stuff that's in the back of there. So I'm pretty happy about that. I have not found a job going back to Utah because I'm only going out for 1 week. I mean, I have found a couple of jobs. I just don't know if I want to drive that far because a lot of the stuff here that's local is not actually that local. It's like 300-400 miles away that I would have to deadhead, and then I would come back to Utah from there. But we'll see. I have to find one by tomorrow, so you guys will know hopefully by the time I get dropped off, and then we'll be headed in a direction and so on and so forth. But yeah, other than that, just like normal, need to pee, kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap today up here. So I will see you guys in the morning. Alrighty, good morning guys. So today we're gonna drop off the load that we got in the back of there, and then we're gonna drive almost 500 miles to go down to Laredo to pick up our next load. And that's a long way to go just to pick up a load, but it's kind of how it works sometimes. Like if I would have picked a better spot to drop off, then it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go all the way down to Laredo today, then we're gonna pick up tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna be back in Utah probably on Monday, if I had to take a guess, because from Laredo to Utah is about 1,400 miles. I used to do that run all the time, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get some fuel because I need it, and then we're gonna run over to the place that we're dropping off, and then go from there. But let's go ahead and get on the road. Alrighty guys, as you just saw, just backed into the dock. This is one of those places where I have to disconnect from my trailer and then they'll unload it, which I'm assuming if it's just like the Walmart that I was at like a month ago, this is gonna take a while, and I hope it doesn't because I need to get to Laredo tonight, and it's an 8-hour drive, and at this rate I am not gonna get any spots for Laredo, or like parking in Laredo. I'm not going to get any of them, but hopefully it doesn't take too long. But other than that, we will just wait here until we're done, and then we'll get on the road and head to Laredo. Alrighty guys, so as you just saw, pulled into Loves, found a spot, which is kind of surprising because it's 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night in Texas, which kind of miraculous that I actually found a spot because I saw some trucks sitting out on the road, and so I was thinking that I was not going to get a spot, but I got one tonight, so I'm super happy about that. I am literally less than a mile or a couple of miles from my pickup tomorrow, so that's really nice. Just got done with 8 hours of driving, and it is warm here in Texas. It's about 70 degrees here in Texas, so don't have to have the truck on. That's a nice thing. But don't have any shorts. I only have pants. So I am going to either take a shower either tonight or tomorrow morning, and then we're going to pick up that load, hopefully, and then we will be on our way back to Utah, completing our week. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, good morning. So got the truck warmed up already. I just took a shower this morning, so I've been up for a couple hours, but we are going to soon head over to the place that we're picking up from. Hopefully everything goes well. I had to download a random app, don't know why, but I had to do it, and it's not working right now, which is fantastic, but we'll see what happens this morning. I am super close. I'm like a mile or two away, but otherwise, we're gonna get going and get on the road. And yeah. Alrighty guys, as you just saw, just backed into the dock. I actually went to the wrong facility at first because the GPS literally directed me to the wrong facility, but we're all backed in. Hopefully I'll get loaded up pretty soon here. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so I'm an hour and a half from when I was supposed to be here, so it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully we'll get loaded up super quickly, and then I plan on getting to Klein's Corner, which is about 100 miles away from Moriarty, or it's about 150 miles away from New Mexico, or Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that's where I plan on getting today. So we'll see, but if you see my face again, something went terribly awry, which hopefully it doesn't. Alright, I apologize, it's a little noisy in here, but that's because I just got my truck started again. So, what happened was that on my way to the truck stop, I made it to the truck stop safely, okay? That's the first thing foremost. One of my trailer tires blew out. Fantastic, I know, right? And so I had to buy a new tire, which kind of sucked because it's almost like, $400 or $500. And then I also got a flat fixed on my drive tire, so hopefully I don't have to go out every morning or every other morning and check the tire pressures to make sure that they're all good. Hopefully, but yeah, fun stuff. So, but we did make it 500 miles today, and tomorrow we are going to make it. I wanted to make it to Green River, but I looked at how far away it was, and we're not going to make it to Green River. We're going to make it to a town called Monticello, which is still in Utah. So I wasn't lying about that, but that's where we're going to make it tomorrow. So I'm tired. I need to go to bed. I want to wake up super early so I can get to Monticello super early and all this other stuff. So yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, good morning. Just woke up, haven't even gotten dressed yet. Just turned the truck on so that I can get a little bit warm because it's a little cold here in Texas actually. But like I said yesterday, we are gonna go to, we're gonna get on the road here in a second. We're gonna get some fuel and we're gonna hit Monticello, Utah today, which is about 600-ish miles away. But that should be about it. Hopefully, we didn't have anything else happen, so both of my tires are fixed, so hopefully nothing else happens today. But other than that, let's get on the road. Alrighty guys, so just pulled into the spot that I'm stopping for tonight. I forgot to actually show pulling in, so oops, my bad. But we drove about 600 or 690, 700 miles today, so pretty good day, honestly. It's 3 o'clock or almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I did make it to Utah, exactly where I wanted to be. So we're gonna camp out here tonight, and then we're gonna wake up super early in the morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning, to get going. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna relax, just take the rest of this day and just relax, eat some dinner, go to the bathroom, all that fun stuff. So I will see you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, good morning. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's fairly early, but the reason why I want to be up so early is because one, my clock reset, and two, I want to go home. So we are in Monticello like we ended yesterday, and I'm only about 4 or 5 hours away from home, so that's pretty good. And it's about like 300 miles, a little less than 300 miles from home. But the reason why I want to get home so bad is because this is going to be the end of my week. So I'm going to get ready, get dressed, and then we're going to get on the road, and then we're going to be home, and then, yeah. So let's go ahead and get on the road. Alrighty guys, so I'm parked at my yard. I'm going to grab my stuff, get in my car, warm it up, and then we are going to head to my house, and then we will end up the video here. I won't show you guys when we drop off because there's no real point, because it's not going to be that interesting, but we're going to pick up this video next week, so yeah. But I think today was like 300 miles, so wasn't so bad, pretty easy. But I'll see you guys at my house because I need to gather stuff up and I want to go home. All right, guys. So I'm home. It was a good week. It's not quite over for me yet, but it's over for you guys. So it was a good week, though. I'm going to put the mileage that I drove right now. I'm assuming that I made it a little over, like maybe like 31,000 or 3,100 or 3,100, something like that. But other than that, like I said, it was a good week. So nothing crazy happened other than, my tire completely got shredded and then I had a flat repair fix. So could have been worse, could have been better, of course. But yeah, other than that, I want to thank everyone for watching to the end of the video. This one's a lot shorter than the last one, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people appreciate. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate everyone watching till the end. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or comments, put them down in the comments below. But other than that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.